can't be 30 and touching tops. Like, don't be dry.
It's gonna open a lot of doors for me. You feel me? I have the moments where I've been desperate. Like, you crying. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a brand new season, a brand new episode on Beyond the Mic with your host, Ora Mazibuko.
And me, Wise Lopepe.
Yes, sir. Guys, we know we've been gone for too long. Like, our last episode was, 3 months ago?
I think maybe even 4. Maybe even 4 months.
Really?
Yeah, I think even like 4 months.
We apologize, guys.
I say blame Ora.
This guy's always blaming
It's
me.
always his fault. It's been his fault.
Always blaming me, and it's not even like that, guys.
It do be like that.
Anyways, for those of you who watched our explanation video, you'd know why we weren't consistent like that. But if you haven't, I don't know why you didn't watch it, but you know what? It's okay.
No, it's not okay. Clearly, they don't know the update on the podcast. Go watch it.
Go watch
It's literally an important video.
It will explain why we were inconsistent. Genuinely, it will. But for those of you who saw it and are wondering why we like this, hey guys, life happens. Like
Complications. Because I'm sure you're looking at like, hey boo, why these two with the same mics they say they were not gonna use anymore?
Exactly.
I had
Listen, life happens. It's okay, but we're not gonna tell you what the surprise is, because we're standing on it. We will have a surprise
for you.
Very, very soon.
Very soon.
Just hold your horses.
Really?
Hold your horses.
Hold them horses, bro.
Like, just relax. You know.
Yeah.
We got you guys. We keep our words.
Yeah.
Genuinely, we do. But we are so glad to be back.
We're like, I'm gassed, bro.
Yo,
I'm so happy, dog. I can't even lie.
Like, you guys are not ready for the season. They're not ready. But with that being said, continue to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We're there. Follow me on IG, Ora.Mazibuko.
Oh, and me, Advise the Boss.
Yes, sir. And once again, guys, we love each and every single one of you who supports. Continue to share, like, follow the boys,
and subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yes,
sir. I'm saying, what, road to 100 subscribers?
Road to 100.
Yes,
guys.
sir.
We there. We nearly there. Help us get there. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm your host, Ora Mazibuko.
And me, Wise Lopepe.
Yes, sir. So, guys, as you can see in front of us, we have HOM, our very first sponsor.
Yes, sir.
Guys, we will not stop talking about these guys.
We won't.
Because
they are a proud member of the Beyond the Mic podcast. They're not going anywhere.
Not dog. These guys are so dope. And guys, if you don't know about these guys, you are not tapped in. Why
you are the problem. You are the problem.
Why aren't you tapped in, dog? You're missing out. You're missing out. You're missing out. Let's start us off, guys. This is body lotion.
500 milliliters.
Yes, sir. 500 milliliters. And I'm telling you, once you apply this on yourself, you're gonna automatically smell
good, moisturized.
Like
you feel like a new person.
Exactly. You don't even look much, dog. I'm telling you, use this. Why aren't you using it? Use it. It's right there. It's right there. Why let's pick up the next item.
We have hand lotion right here. This is 50 mils though. 50 mils, a bit smaller, but it's more let's say portable and convenient, because you can put it in your handbag. You can put it in your pocket. I'm sure you can put it in your pocket. Or even carry it around. I'm saying it's hand sized. I'm saying stop having your hands being in bash.
You know those days when you have ashy hands and you just wish you had something to use to apply for. Right here. This is for you. Hand lotion.
Yes.
Cop yourself some hand lotion. You'll never have ashy hands ever again.
Can't be holding your girl's hand and your hands are dry. Because her hand is moisturized, but yours is dry. Stop it.
But even those shorties with dry hands, cop
yourself some HOS.
Cop yourself some HOM. Next product we have perfume/fragrance. This is 50 mils perfume. I know some of y'all use Axe, something like, which is crazy. But we
in
don't judge.
2025.
We don't judge this side.
No, I'm judging.
We don't judge this. But cop yourself some HOM. It comes in different what's this thing? Flavors, whatever fragrance you like, whatever. Wise is going to put it up there on the screen.
Plus, it has a good color, gents.
Exactly.
Some gold in yana.
Yes, sir. Male, female fragrance, whatever
We got
you
it
want.
all.
We've got it all. Cop yourself 50 mils of perfume. I promise you, you will smell like you smell like a million bucks.
$1 million bucks.
That's all I'm gonna say. Trust. Whatever fragrance you want, let us know.
We have our last one right here. This is also a perfume.
Yeah.
No, this one is smaller than the 50.
This
is 30.
Yes.
This is for both male and female, both a fragrance and a perfume, guys. As we said, you wanna smell nice? Get this one. Obviously, this one is more smaller, as I said, but it can also fit into your handbag, your purse, your normal backpack, and as I said, I'm sure even in the pocket. I'm saying.
And guys, I'm telling you now, once you get your hands on this, you will be addicted.
You will never look back.
I'm telling you guys, these guys, they so dope. Me and Wise, we use their product.
Yes, we do.
It's so dope. Trust us, we're not selling you
A fake product.
Exactly, gents. I'm telling you, this is the
Real
deal. Like, they're upcoming. You won't regret it. Tap in, follow them on Instagram, TikTok. Once again, DM them, DM Beyond the Mic, DM myself, DM Wise for prices if you're interested.
Yes, sir.
Promise you. And they might have specials and stuff like that.
You never know.
You never know. But yeah, tap in, won't regret it.
Yeah.
Share.
Yes, sir.
Anyways, enough of the intro. Let's get into the video.
Yeah.
So basically, in today's episode, we're just gonna be talking about how strict or lenient your parent has to be on you, and whether or not that affects how you are in future.
Yeah.
Technically, and we just hope you guys enjoy today's episode.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
So the episode name is Lenient Love or Law and Order.
Yes, sir. So now, basically, I have a question for you, Wise.
Yeah.
So, do you think that first of all, do you think that if it wasn't for your parents, would you be here where you are today?
I would say no. Mainly due to so my answer no. Mainly due to the fact that I don't know, I feel like I'm talking in the perspective of the sacrifices that they made in order for me to get to where I am now. Because I think because my dad describes his life a lot, to us, to our family, and I think if he still was living the same way he did, I think would maybe be living a more lavish life, essentially. I think, in my opinion, with the way he used to be living, but we wouldn't be living a more, maybe not moral one, but a life that maybe wouldn't be pleasing to the Lord Jesus Christ, our God. Because he told us that before he became a pastor, he was a businessman, he used to work for a wealthy company. He was wealthy himself, but obviously he turned to God, he became a pastor, and obviously some things he had to sacrifice, and that was the guap, essentially. That was his money. I would say, to answer your question, I don't think I'd be here today if it wasn't for my parents, because they did a lot in order to get me here. My dad, not only my dad, but also my mom, can't leave the moms out the equation, because she also did utterly best. So yeah, I would say, to answer your question, I don't think I'd be here today. But then if we're talking about in a perspective of opportunities, obviously we're gonna get to that. So then that would be a whole nother conversation. But then, to genuinely answer your question directly, no, I don't think I'd be here if it wasn't for my parents.
Yes, no, I agree with you. Same goes for me, honestly speaking. If the decisions that my mother and father made, I wouldn't be here today. Because once again, there's certain events that have to occur for you to be where you are at. In that very moment.
Definitely, yeah.
And so,
I can an event.
Exactly. And so, the decisions that both my parents made and stuff, I feel like because of those decisions. No, wait, I am here today because of those decisions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I am here because of because like, I mean, sure, there's certain, like life has its own ups and downs and stuff like that. We all have decisions to make, and all that. And because of those decisions, I am where I'm at today. But now, the part where I want us to discuss is like the opportunities and everything, because like I know some people, right, who say that we apologize.
If you guys hear a helicopter in the background, that's not us.
We're recording outside. Anyways, because I know some people who say that there are kids who are spoiled, right, and so they have to be strict on their kids just so that they don't grow up spoiled and stuff like that. Do you agree with those sentiments? Or
the sentiment that kids grow up spoiled, or sorry, repeat the question.
So I'm saying, like, should you be strict on your kids so that they don't become
spoiled? Oh yeah, definitely. I would say like, I think it goes down to what the episode title is, law and order, essentially. Because the thing about like spoiled kids, bro, like I even kind of saw it in high school, because obviously I don't want to reminisce on high school too much, but then for me, that's like the best example I can give you. Like, you see kids that the way they act at school, you think you definitely spoiled, because there's no way you act like this at school, bro. Because like there's some behavior you see at school. For sure, one can say, oh no, you guys are young and stuff, but it's like, aye, dog. Some things you just don't do. There's just some things you just don't do. Definitely spoiled, that is. And even like when you talk to them, like when it comes to parties and stuff, with the parties that they go to, and then when you talk to them, like, oh, do your parents allow this? They're like, yeah, they always allow me to go out. The only thing I have to just do is tell them I'm going out, and then I'm going out. And it's like, oh, it's that easy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. Maybe one can say, oh no, but otherwise that's not them being spoiled. It's just their parents not being as strict as they are. Yeah, for sure. But then, okay, let's digress from that. Okay, maybe one can say yes that the parents are not as strict, essentially. Okay, sure. But then if you go down to no discipline and your kids being spoiled, you see it in the fact, like, the way they behave at school.
Exactly.
Maybe even out in public, And it's like, nah, bro, some things that you're doing, there's no way. Because I know there's that old saying, like, teachers use in school, the way you behave in school reflects the way you probably behave at home. Maybe, for sure. I think there's a yes and there's a no answer to that question, or to that statement, sorry. But then I would say discipline is a must, because if you don't discipline your children, they will become spoiled. There was a point where I was a little bit young, where I was acting like a spoiled little kid. You know what I'm saying? Because
I think we've all
been there. Yeah. Now I feel like not everyone, because I feel like some children,
I mean, okay, no, I do hear you, but like when you say there was a point where like you used to act like spoiled when you're young, I feel like everyone can relate to that in a way, because like it's like for example, why I would say in a way everyone has it, because like you're telling me now there's not a single child who, when they're told no, won't throw a fit, for example. That's acting spoiled technically.
I would say with me personally, there has been times where I've acted spoiled and stuff, but the majority of my childhood I've been spoiled. And to go back to your question, because I don't want to spend too long, because you also have to answer, you have to be strict upon your children, guys. It's a must. Like, it doesn't have to be abusive parent type. Like, no, that's not what I'm saying.
That's not what
I'm not saying. Advocating, I'm not advocating that. But at the same time, if you're not strict and firm upon your children, their behaviors will literally reflect your lack of parenting. Like, I can only, speaking from experience, I can tell you now.
Right there.
Yeah, literally, I'm telling you, it will be because of you. Because like, we always hear the saying, oh no, kids of today are so spoiled, they act rude and stuff. It's like, yes, but we also got to look at the parents. Have they been doing enough to discipline these kids? And the answer to that is no. Clearly it's a no, because these guys are still acting rude and stuff like that. There's no discipline of some sort. We're not asking you to beat your children, but we're also saying that you shouldn't tell them that no. It's okay to hear the word no. It's okay to be respectful to other children. It's okay to say thank you when someone does something good for you. It's okay to greet a guest. Know what I'm saying? It's those small things, that's those small things.
It's called manners.
Manners, girl, manners.
It's called manners. Having manners. Okay. My personal opinion, okay, the answer is yes and no.
Yeah.
The answer is yes and
no.
Because for me, now, yes, your kids have to be disciplined. Just so that they respectful, they have manners like you just spoke about now. And also just to like not make them a bad person essentially.
What do you mean by that?
Okay, when I say a bad person, I'm talking about like someone who's not always naggy, someone who's not like, spoiled people act like they deserve.
Yes.
You get me? That sort of thing. And it makes you a bad person if you feel like you're owed. Because you need to understand, you're not owed anything, And so having having discipline or instilling discipline to your children and stuff reminds them of that. Like I'm not owed anything. You get me? Like I don't deserve things. I get things because I'm loved and stuff like that. You
and
get what I'm
deserving.
Exactly. And also it teaches you to work for what you want in life. Because
I like that.
If you are those parents who just continue to spoil your kids day in, day out and stuff. Okay, but before I get to that point, I just want to make a statement real quick. I know in rugby, I don't know if it happened in Northcliffe. I don't want to say too much. But I do know that there are kids who were almost paid essentially to play first team.
They were handed.
And it's like, had they not been paid off to play first team.
What do you mean paid off?
Like parents pulled it.
Oh yeah, they were handed it. Yeah, they handed it.
Exactly.
And what's so funny about that? Like I don't want to say too much because you still have to speak. What's funny about that is like these same kids, like at least this is when we were in school age. This is when we were in school. The first team that I've seen now is brilliant. Brilliant. Even if they are gents that they've been handed first team, that team is still playing. They're playing fresh. But then at least when we were in grade 12, let me say from grade 10, 11 and 12. 8 and 9, I didn't really pay attention to the first team like that. But from 10, 11 and 12, they were genuinely people you could see they were handed the first team. And what's so funny about that is that these kids weren't that good, bro. Like they were C team best. Like literally C team starter best. And I'm not trying to speak like I was good at rugby. No, me, I was trash, bro. I'll have my moments where I was good, but then overall, I was bunda. I'm not trying to I know that I'm self-aware, but like these guys that were handed first team, they were C team best, bro. B team bench maybe, but then like to be a starter for the first team, as we said, they were handed that.
So like that handed thing, right? It like for me, it's almost like we will never get to know the child's true capabilities, because they were spoiled.
They didn't work for that.
Work for it. Now, if you discipline your kids, you teaching them you need to work for these things. You get, because like they will never get to know if they were truly good or not, because all they know is first team. Why? Because my father paid me to be in that team. You get me? So that's why discipline is very, very good in my opinion. Now, why I also say no is because, in all honesty, sometimes if you have the capabilities or the means to help your child, by all means, please go for it. I want to look at the LeBron James situation, for example.
LeBron James and Bronny.
And Bronny situation. I know on the internet, people are there saying, what's this thing? How could James do this, do that, etc. Listen, LeBron James, I feel you. I would do the exact same.
I don't.
I feel him. Listen,
side eye.
Listen, because you need to understand, dog. You need to understand. LeBron James worked very hard to get to where he is right now, right? And his kid, Bronny, he came from LeBron James. You feel me? That's LeBron James'
son.
Child. So now imagine, right? I'm not doing that for my kid, dog. Obviously, I want Bronny to work hard, like show your work ethic and all that, right? Obviously, you need to work hard, but dog, if I can bring you to the NBA, why wouldn't I do that? You know, I don't need you to go through what I went through, you know, because you don't live like that. I did that so that you don't have to live that life I did. You get me? I want you to have better for myself. I want you to have better than I did. You get me? And because I made it, you can make it too. But now how you play, that's on you.
Yeah, okay.
That's how you play is on you.
Yeah.
But I can give you the platform. You get me? And I feel like that's what LeBron James did. And he shouldn't be bashed for doing what he did for his son. Because at the end of the day, he wants what's best for his child. Because his child didn't go through what LeBron James did. You get me?
But do you
get me?
To like, to like be counter into what you just said.
Yeah.
Don't you think it's a must that Bronny has to go through almost like a character building arc, let's say, essentially? So instead of LeBron James almost helping him out get to where he is now, you know, with the Lakers, you know, maybe it would have been best for him to maybe go through that traditional way. So either through high school or university, you know, play basketball there and then make your way up to the NBA. So get scouted by all these scouts from the respective teams, and then obviously pick the team that you want to go to. If it's the Lakers, okay, sure, that's the Lakers. And this is with James not being involved whatsoever. You know, that's with him not being involved whatsoever. And then he just does the traditional way up. And then, he gets himself into the NBA. If he's good enough for the first team, he starts. You know, if he's even good enough to enter the draft, you know, he's in the draft. He gets picked, and then boom.
I hear you, dog. No, listen. I hear all of that. I genuinely do. And sure, if it wasn't LeBron James at all, he would have definitely gone through traditional way and all of that, yada yada yada, etc. etc. But once again, you need to understand, dog, that it's LeBron James, dog. You know
what does that even mean, Ora?
This
is what Ora's doing, Kyle. He's worshipping LeBron James.
No, that's not what I'm doing.
That's what he's doing.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm just simply saying that at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
He got there just so that his kids don't have to get there. You get me? So
they don't have to get there. What do you mean?
No. Not have to get there. Sorry, just so that they don't have to go through what he went through.
Yeah.
You get me? So for him to do what he did, I respect it personally, and I can't blame it at all. Why people are slandering his name? It's fair. You know, I get why. Like, what's his thing? I get why people were like saying James should have allowed his child to go through the traditional way, yada yada yada, etc. etc. But are you guys really telling me right now, if you couldn't do that for you wouldn't do that? Look me in my face and tell me you wouldn't do that.
No, I would try. Okay, this is what I would do. I would try helping in some shape or capacity. That's what I would do. I would try helping, but then it seems like at least this is how the public perceives it. Even like Stephen A. Smith perceives it. It's almost like Bronny was handed the Lakers, you know, handed to get into the Lakers, you know. And that time, even when Bronny entered the Lakers, I think he played in the first team for a few games and then he got demoted to the G League.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So he didn't even stay that long. And obviously he came back from the G League, if I'm not mistaken. And apparently did do well in the G League, you know, big ups to Bronny. But then it just feels like he got in easy, bro. Like, it do be feeling like that.
I do hear you, but for me, how I look at it, like, aside from basketball and all of that, right? How I look at it as in, like, if you can help, why not? You know? Cause like, at the end of the day, you do want your kids to be better than you, don't you? So
help them out.
If you can. That's how I look at it. But you know what? let me know how you guys feel about my own sentiments, how you feel about
So
my
which means if you're
sentiments.
in LeBron's situation, you would help out your child.
Yes, I would.
But he's not
Listen.
he's not building a character arc for himself.
Listen.
Ura.
No,
You just handing him
no way.
stuff.
But listen though. Listen.
I'm listening.
What I would do though is that I need to see why I should.
Help you, okay?
Yeah.
So you need to check
I need to-
his skills first.
Yeah, that, and also I need to like be like, okay, is this guy genuinely hungry, or like is he just using my name just so that you feel me? Just because he's associated with me doesn't mean he is me. You
Yeah.
get me? Because I mean, yeah, sure, if I can help you, I will help you, best believe that. But also there's that discipline that comes where like, okay, you need to show me why I have to help
You out, okay?
you get me? And I feel like Bronny probably, we don't know behind closed doors, guys, but I do feel like Bronny showed LeBron why he wants to be in basketball, and LeBron was like, okay, why not? And then he helped his boy get into the
But in your opinion, do you think Bronny's basketball, the decision to play basketball like his father was, down to him? Or do you feel like he was pressured to get into basketball because of who his father
His
is?
father is. Honestly speaking, now I feel like it's definitely because who his father is.
Okay.
You know, maybe because like how I see it, right? I feel like Bronny is in a situation where he's like, oh, I wanna do right by my dad, you know, and just continue the James legacy and stuff. Because like, if the James legacy dies, then what? So I need to keep living up to his standards. So I definitely feel like it is because of his father. Maybe his father isn't forcing him to play basketball, but that thing of like, I want to do right by my father, it's always going to be there.
Okay.
You know, does that answer?
Okay, Finn. But that even brings another problem in its own, because now it's like, okay, I'm helping out my child pursue a basketball career through my connections and through my name, essentially.
Yeah.
But then he didn't even want to do basketball in the first place. So that's already a problem on its own.
No, you don't have. He doesn't have to do basketball because, like, his other kid, Bryce, does not do basketball.
He doesn't.
I don't think so.
I say he does.
Nah, I don't think so. I could be wrong. Let me know. Let us know. But Bryce is doing other things, dog. Like gaming, TikTok. I don't know. But it's not basketball.
No, I swear
related.
one of his sons is doing basketball as
No,
well.
that's Bronny James. He's doing basketball.
No, there's Bronny, and I feel like another one of his child is also doing basketball. Must you fact check?
Nah, we'll fact check behind closed. It's
Okay.
fine. But guys, the point that I'm trying to make is that if Bronny doesn't want to do ball, then he can just like quit if he wants to, you know.
But I
And
feel
James
like-
will support that.
That one aside, I don't know about that one.
Okay,
Jet.
maybe you
I
won't
don't know
support
about that one, because I feel like, okay, it's not in too deep, but come on, bro.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
He's there.
Let me ask you a question. If you were like LeBron James, right, would you want your kid to
Also be a basketball
Yeah.
player.
Yeah, no, it's only natural. It's only natural. I'd also want my.
You need to carry on the legacy,
you
but
have
then
to
to be
carry
fair,
on the
at the
legacy.
same time,
Yeah.
I will also ask him this question, because I want to be that parent where I want to force my
Exactly.
dream onto my child, because
Yeah.
I know how that feels. I genuinely do.
Yo, yeah.
So I'd ask him, do you want to also pursue basketball like me? Because I want you to. I really do. I see you being better than me. You know what I'm saying? You don't have. I'm not gonna naming. I think I swear Bronny's, before his name was Bronny, I think it was LeBron Jr. No, or
Was
James
it?
Jr. Okay, I might be wrong about that. Okay, I might
Okay,
be wrong.
that's something I didn't even know.
Okay, maybe I'm probably definitely lying about that. But then at least I know at the back of his shirt, it's not James, it's just Bronny. So that's already an indication that he wants to create a legacy for himself, but he also wants to at least live by the name
Exactly.
that he has.
yeah.
Okay, so I ask him, I want you to pursue basketball like me. I really do, but do you want to do it? Because at the same time, I don't want to pressurize you into a decision that you didn't even want to do in the first place. So if he says, no, Dad, I also want to pursue basketball like you. I'll do my best to help him in some shape, or I'll help him, not to hand it to him, but I'll help him a little bit, just a little. But then if he says no, I want to do this and that, then I say, I'll fully support you. You already know we have to go up. We are not poor. We have to go up. So I'll help you.
Yeah.
And then boom, we'll do what we have to do to elevate him to the standard that he wants to be elevated to.
I do hear you. I do. No, I agree with you, and I definitely help you. Nah, but this whole thing of lenient, like the discipline and all that. Nah,
Yeah.
How I ultimately see it, right, is that, okay, listen, you need to what's this thing? Don't spoil your kids to the point where, like, once again they look at you and like you owe, because at the end of the day they mustn't get that energy of like, I'm owed this or that. Yes, because at the end of the day, right, no one is owed anything. Right? They do it because it's out of love, not because you're owed
Something.
You get me? So if you're spoiling your kids too much, they're gonna feel that sense of entitlement, which we don't want. You get me? But at the end of the day, if you can and are able to help, I say why not? Because at the end of the day, you are living this life, right? And I feel like everyone has this kind of mentality where, like, I want my kids to be better than me. And so if I can do that, why wouldn't I do that?
Like, help them out.
Exactly. Why should they go through all these hard things that you went through? You get me? Because, like, at the end of the, you know how it was challenging
for you.
And it's no longer as challenging as for your kids. So don't make it challenging for them. Obviously, discipline them and stuff, but also just help them out. You get me? Those are just my sentiments on it. But what are your sentiments?
I see what you're saying. I still feel like help them to, maybe not to the point of the way LeBron did with Bronny, but help them in some shape of capacity, because at the end of the day, it kind of is a kick to the face for the people who Jenny had to work more hard than Bronny to get to where they are, either basketball or any other sport, you know. They for sure didn't have the privilege to have like a whole famous parent or dad to help them in the way that they're in. But they had to put in some work, you know, to get to where they at. And it's kind of kicked to the face to the gents that had to put in the work, you know what I'm saying? And I kind of a little bit see why Stephen A. Smith was a little bit frustrated with the situation, you know, because okay, he was a bit harsh. He said, oh no, Bronny's just not good enough to play for the Lakers. But I hear when he says, like, or at least what he's trying to say when he's trying to tell people that it's almost like it was handed to him, because it low-key was. And to these other basketball players, they had to work super hard to get to where they're at, you know what I'm saying? For sure, maybe in terms of basketball ability, they're not good, but that hard work that they had to put in to at least get to where they're at right now, it's kind of a kick to the face to them.
But listen, what I want to say to that statement, okay, sure, yes, not to invalidate their feelings or anything, definitely they worked hard. Would I be upset? Of course I would, you know?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you need to understand something, guys. It's not Bronny's fault that his father's LeBron James. It's not his fault. If his father wanted to help him in the NBA, he can't decline that. Or would you decline? Me, I personally wouldn't decline it, because at the end of the day, my dad helped me get there, and I would take that opportunity. Yes, are there kids there who worked harder than me, even who probably even better than me, that didn't get the chance to be in the position that I? Yes, they are. Do I feel bad for them? They do. But I don't feel bad that my father is LeBron James and he got me here. That's just me personally. So to say that it was okay, yeah, it technically was handed down in the dynasty.
It was.
Okay, it was.
And we all know that.
But guys, at the end of the day, he did what he had to do.
Which was what, Carl?
He did what he had to do.
Which was what?
Put his child on.
Okay.
Exactly. cannot put my child on Vela, and I'm still saying.
So okay, would you put your child on to the extent that LeBron did?
Yes.
Raka.
Once again, obviously he has to give me a reason as to why. But like, if he's working hard, I see him working hard and all this and that. Yes, I would. Believe me, I would. Do I feel bad for
But you handed it to him.
Do I feel bad that the other kids don't get the opportunity my kid gets? Sure, I do. Sure, I do. But at the end of the day, you need to understand, I got to this position through hard work and dedication, you know. I knew what it took for me to get there. And if my child doesn't have to go through all those things I went through, best believe he's going to be put on like that. Best believe he will. That's just me personally.
Do I agree with Ura? Nah, you don't. Okay, let me not say I completely disagree. I agree with you when you say you help put your child on, but when you say to like the extent, like for example, LeBron did, I feel like you're handing. I say help him a little bit.
What is
just a little bit?
Define a little bit.
Maybe get the coaching that he needs. Have certain scouts from different teams maybe come watch him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe try making sure that the trials or some sort of trials, either for the teams themselves or for universities, he gets there. You know, he's definitely handed that spot, and then from there he has to do his thing. And then from there, I'm not gonna help him get into the NBA. Now it's up to you. Now I did the best that I could with the connections that I have with scouts, coaching, making sure trial dates will happen for you. Yeah, that I can do. Making sure you even got to the best schools even to help flourish for your basketball career. Yeah, sure. But I'm not gonna tell the coach that's my son, put him in first team. Hey, I'm telling the coach, treat him like any other child in that you coaching. He has to make sure that he puts in the work to get into that first team. That's what I'll do.
That is fair.
Yeah, not like James, who probably told the GM of Lakers, my son is coming, make sure that spot ready. No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, no, you know what? I do hear you. But do I think James should be crucified in the
No, he shouldn't be crucified.
I don't think
he should be side-eyed. He should be side-eyed.
He should be side-eyed.
Yes.
You know what? Fair. But what are your final thoughts and sentiments on this entire topic?
I would say, parents, when we talk about discipline, please discipline your child.
Really?
You know, like it goes down to the title of the episode, Lenient Love and Law and Order. You know, it goes down to the title of the episode. Please, you don't have to be abusive to your child. That's not what we're saying, but we're saying that you have to put your foot down where it has to be put down. No, you gotta tell your child the way it is. That at the end of the day, he's still under your roof. He has to act a certain way. Because if you really don't put in that work to discipline your child, they're gonna be spoiled. As we said in the beginning of the episode, me when I finally become a parent, I don't want to beat my child. But if the hand has to come out, then maybe gotta come out. You know what I'm saying? But obviously I'll tell him how it is. Both my son and my daughter, I tell them to be respectful. Tell them be strict to them. They must show discipline. I'll show them discipline. They must have a disciplined life in general. Obviously make sure that they're surrounded by the correct friends. And when it's time, if I was in such a power to put my children onto anything, if I just have that power, you know, as I said, I'll help them out a little bit. Not like LeBron James though, just hand it. No, I'm not doing that because there's no character building. You know, as I say, there's no, he's not going through a character building arc right now. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know, that's my thoughts on
what, that is fair. My final thoughts, I definitely agree with you.
Yeah,
for sure. I feel like once again you shouldn't like spoil them too much because I can't emphasize this enough. They're gonna feel like the world owes them everything and stuff like that, and that's just not how life works.
No, that's not how life works.
It doesn't work like
you don't work like that.
You've got to work
hard
for the things that you want to achieve, and I feel like disciplining them will teach them that. But once again, there's no harm in putting your children on. Because once again, the ultimate goal is for your kids to have a better life
than you
did.
Yeah,
You get me?
hopefully that is it, because you know some parents are crazy, bro.
Yo, so some people are just like, nah, I need my kid, and that's a bit crazy. But the ultimate goal is for your young ones to be better than you ultimately. And I feel like my mom teaches me that a lot. Like, she wants nothing but the best for me, and she wants my life, my life and my brother's life to be better than hers ever was, you feel me? And that's what she keeps trying to do every day. And I just want the same for my kids, you know, because I've been through the ups and downs, and I feel like if I can avoid putting my children in those hard times that I went through, then by all means I will do that. You get me? Yeah, those are just our final thoughts, our final sentiments on this entire topic. We hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. It was a nice one.
Yeah, nice humble first episode of season 3.
Yo, and the fact that we released this in July, guys, once again, we
apologize for you. It's been a long time.
It's been a long time, guys.
I'm gonna make sure that I'm on editing duty immediately, because y'all deserve that.
No, definitely, you guys really do. And we also appreciate the patience from your guys' side, you know, the fact that you guys still haven't unfollowed all of that.
Yeah, that's true.
We really appreciate it.
Shout out to all of our listeners across the world, not only just South Africa, but as we said, I think Germany we have, in the States, you know, I think I want to see Japan or an Asian country, but I know
really?
If I'm not mistaken, I know we do have fans.
Shout out to each and every single one of you. We love you guys so much, and once again we sincerely apologize. We're going to be more consistent.
Definitely.
Than this.
Than this. But then when the time comes, you're gonna understand why certain releases will happen when they do happen.
Exactly. With that being said, we love each and every single one of you. Please continue to share, like, and subscribe. Follow the boys. Follow the podcast on Instagram, TikTok. We're on YouTube once again, Twitter, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We there. Follow my Instagram, Ora Mazibuko.
Oh, and mine, Advice the Boss.
Yes, sir. And once again, guys, we love you guys so much, and we'll see you guys soon.
And we back, gents. We are back.
Yes, sir.
Whole new look, and we back.
We back, and we'll catch you guys soon.
Peace.